Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, guys, I hope you're having a fantastic Sunday evening, Sunday afternoon. I know it's football season, so today's my session with you today is going to be fairly concise, and it's going to be, I won't say short, but excuse me, it's going to be concise, so you guys can get to watching your season football, right? But today in this video, I'm going to share with you three ways, okay? Three ways to go from financial struggle to financial security. That's what I'm going to be talking about today. And so let me just tell you guys, this is a very important subject. It's a very important topic. It's one that we don't talk about enough. We talk about everything else under the sun. But let me share with you, if you're someone who's living paycheck to paycheck, if you feel like you could lose it all if you don't have a paycheck, if you get sick, hurt, unable to work, you or your spouse, if you feel a little embarrassed from past money mistakes, or if you're just at a place where you just really want to have a different life and a different lifestyle, and you want to be able to provide a legacy for your family, then you definitely want to tune in to this live today. So today, guys, like I said before, I'm going to share with you three ways. I'm going to share with you three steps to go from financial struggle to financial security. And so some of you may be wondering, who am I? My name is Alex, and I help Gen Xers, increase their income, build wealth so they can live the life that they truly want and leave a legacy for their family. So let me just say, first of all, who is a Gen X person? This is someone who is usually between the ages of 40 and 56. So you might be wondering, why am I focusing on that age group? Well, first of all, I don't know if you've noticed, but if you think about all the strategies and all the information and advice that you hear people talk about, it's always geared towards whom? Millennials, right? Or is geared towards baby boomers. And nowhere in there do you really hear people talk about Generation X. Okay, that's my generation. And so obviously I have a vested interest, right, in developing strategies, in knowing exactly how to build wealth, how to increase your income, how to protect your assets, how to get out of debt, how to have stellar credit, and how to use it well. And so those are the things that I concentrate on and I share with Generation X. No one is coming to save us. We have to save ourselves. Okay. So, like I said before, I'm going to keep this talk today fairly focused, so you can get back to watching your football. So, hey, let's go ahead and get started. Well, let me just first of all say that I focus on helping Gen Xers because that's the area, though I'm a Gen X person, and I was someone who had a difficult time finding the tools, the strategies, the information, and the resources that I needed in order that I might be able to secure my financial future. But I was fortunately, I was able to get the information that I needed to make that happen. And I was able to retire early in 2018. Now, my goal is to help someone who may be in the same boat or younger than me. I want to see you guys have the life that you truly want and retire even earlier, if that's your goal or your desire, right? So I'm going to share with you tools and strategies to do that. So let's get started. So first of all, in this video, okay, the first thing I want to tell you, if you are someone who is struggling financially, if you want more financial security, if you want to have more options, and you want to have more freedom, the first thing that you must do is you must decide. You must decide to live different. Hey, I know this sounds like something that may be common sense, but if your lifestyle right now, if where you are in your life, in your finances, If it's not where you truly want to be, then that means what? Something has to change. Something has to be different in order for you to be able to get what? Different results, right? So I heard it said that, I think Maya Angelou said this: if you don't like something, change it. And if you can't change it, change your attitude. And so that's what I want to share with you first is I want you to decide that you want to live a different lifestyle. There is absolutely nothing wrong with someone who says, "Hey, I want to be rich or I want to be wealthy." A lot of times people or society will frown upon a person who says something like this. They'll say that it is that you're being greedy, that it's impolite to talk about money. And one of the things I say is we should be talking about money and how to build wealth and wealth principles and strategies even more. Because if we talk about those things even more and we share those ideas, then we would have many more people who would probably have better results in their life. So let me just say that if you never decide to change your financial decision, your financial position and the financial decisions that you make, your life will never change. For a moment, I want us to actually look at the word decide. 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 There's an interesting word in there. So decide sounds a lot like what, guys? Homicide, suicide, herbicide. The interesting thing about that CIDE, that root part of the word actually means to kill. It literally means to kill. And so what decide really is saying is that you kill off. D means off, take away, subtract. Decide means to kill off all other opportunities, all other options. You literally decide to kill other ways of living, other approaches to saving money or spending money. You literally kill off those options and you decide to implement options that are what? Going to get you the results that you truly want in your life. And so if you continue to utilize money and spend money in a way where you're spending it on having lots of fun, and we're always going out to the club, and we are always spending money, all of our money, right? And we never save enough for us to have in order for us to build wealth, then the likelihood of us ever being able to build wealth, to be in a position to make our money grow, it'll never happen. So if you're always spending money in ways that put money in other people's pockets, that means that you don't have anything to build wealth with and put in your pocket. So you literally have to decide, where I am now in my finances is not okay. How I'm spending money, how I'm spending my money right now is not okay. The fact that I am not saving as much as I really should be is not okay. The fact that I'm not growing my money, right, is not okay. So you have to make a decision and decide that I want a different outcome for myself and for my family. I want to live different than I've been living up until this point. So if you are still at a point where you're feeling like you've gotten comfortable living paycheck to paycheck, you have grown comfortable, right? Or you're allowing the fact that you've made some past money mistakes, if you're allowing those things to what? Keep you in that place, then that's your decision. But the moment you decide, hey, I want something else and something different for my life, is the moment when your life will begin to change. Trust me, it was the same thing for me when I decided this is not okay. I actually deserve more out of life. I am worth more, and I am worthy of having more. And when I stated that, when I started to buy into it, when I started to believe that, then the actions, right, that I started to take followed what I was thinking. My behavior and my actions started to change. And guess what? My situation started to change. So, the first thing that you absolutely must do, if you are in a position right now where you're struggling financially, you must make a decision. You must decide to change and to live different and to use your money in a different way. That's the first thing. The second thing, if you are struggling to live in paycheck to paycheck and you want a different lifestyle, you want to be able to provide a better legacy for yourself and for your family, the second thing you must do is you must increase what you know. You must increase what you know. What's the old saying? When you know better, you do better. We've all heard it before. And the truth of the matter is, if you grew up in a household that did not have a lot of money, that did not have wealth, if you grew up in a neighborhood that was, your typical middle class neighborhood, very much like mine, chances are you did not learn the wealth principles that other people exercise and know. See, personal finance and money isn't taught in high school. Let me be very honest with you. It isn't even taught in college. I went to college and studied finance, and they never talked to us about how to build wealth. That was not a part of the curriculum, even in college. So there are principles, obviously, that certain people know, practice, and implement. Okay? And those are the things that they're not teaching us. And so that means that we have to start doing some what? Self-education. We have to start looking and learning for looking for opportunities to learn more about how to make money work for you instead of you working for it. See, in college and in high school, the whole idea behind education is to what? Get an education so you can do what? Get a job. So you can go work for someone else. So you can go work for another company or some organization. So you can go and get a job. Getting a job, even a good paying job, is not the same as building wealth. And so if you want to be able to get to a place of building wealth, then that means that you are going to have to learn the principles that these business owners, these companies and corporations, wealthy people, you have to practice, you have to learn and practice the same principles that they know and understand. You see, if you were taught to become a better, more educated workforce like my generation was, everything looks like work to you. Increasing your income, making more money, all sounds like more work because that's what we were taught, to work. And so what we have to do now is we have to start taking that knowledge, that education that we learn in high school and college, we have to start thinking differently. We have to start looking and understanding that, hey, we need to know different principles, different ideas to help us to build wealth. Let me just give you an idea, just to give you an example. Number one, if you are getting a paycheck, checks are actually considered earned income. Earned income is taxed higher than anything else. If you were a stock owner or an investor in a company, guess what? You pay less money on the income you generate from that business. You pay less money in taxes because the tax code is set up for business owners. It is set up for investors. And it is not there to help out the worker. Okay? So that means that you have to start what? Implementing and learning principles that puts you in a place where you are a business owner, where you are self-employed, where you are an investor. Okay. And that's where you actually start to generate passive streams of income, right? That's not dependent on how many hours you clock in and work. It's not dependent on whether or not you actually go and clock in at all. That's the whole idea behind generating multiple streams of income. Those multiple streams of income need to be passive streams of income, because active streams of income, you only have 24 hours a day, so you can't work 3 jobs, right? Active income is considered going to a job. So you need to get to a place where you learn how to put businesses in place or put your capital to work for you in such a way that it pays you whether you get up and go to a job or not. Okay? So at this point, you must know how to earn money more efficiently. You must learn how to save your money, keep more of your money. You need to learn how to grow it, and then you need to learn how to protect it. What you know makes all the difference. And I'll be very honest with you. I didn't know, I didn't learn these things from my parents because they didn't know. And like I said before, the neighborhood that I grew up in, all of us generally had the same thoughts, the same attitudes, the same ideas about how money is earned, how wealth is created. And so, guess what? I'm a product of my environment. So, if you want to be able to have and live at a different level, you have to expose yourself to people and ideas and practices on that level. Okay? You must learn something different. You must increase what you know. Okay? That's number 2. And finally, number 3. Like I said, I was going to keep this very short, and I actually have I have something for you. Make sure you stay to the end. That's going to help you through this process. Okay? So if you want to go from financial struggle to financial security, the third thing that you absolutely must do is you must have a written, real financial plan and implement it. Now, what do I mean by that? I hear so much of us always, so much of us on Instagram and other places, we talk about, man, I'm trying to get this quick lick. I'm trying to get this flip. I'm trying to have all these ideas about getting rich quick. Well, the word tells you that a fool and his money shall soon part. When you start looking for ideas and ways to grow your money and flip your money in a fast way, it's unnatural to the laws and to the principles of building financial wealth. That's the reason why you hear wealthy people talk about building wealth. It's not microwave wealth. It's not instant wealth. It's building wealth. And in order for you to be able to build a financial house that can withstand not only all types of things that could happen in your lifetime, but also that can stand for generations to come, you have to build a solid foundation. And it begins at the bottom. And there are 4 levels. There are 4 levels to this thing. And I go into greater detail about that. But there are 4 levels, okay? And the first level is being financially stable, where you're at a place where you're able to take care of what? Your daily needs, clothes, shelter, housing, transportation, right? You're able to take care of the daily things, okay? The daily things. When you're able to cover those things, right, then you can start what? Building up to the next level. So that's where you start getting into insurance, and you start talking about having emergency funds, right? See, it's all about providing a layer of protection on top of you having a solid foundation, right? But too many times what we do is we want to show ourselves to be someone who's made it, that we've arrived, right? And one of the ways that we do that often is we probably overspend when it comes to transportation. So when we overspend on that very basic level, right, that keeps us from having more resources that we can put in other areas that can grow for us. And so what happens is we put money in places where it goes to somebody else's pockets. It's out of our pockets, and it doesn't allow us to have money to grow with. Then we find ourselves in a position where we have to keep working over and over and over again. We're caught in this cycle because what? We have to keep up with those things that we said we wanted, but now those things have us. We wanted to have those things, but now those things have us, and we have to continue working for those things over and over and over again. But if we can learn these wealth principles and we can put a plan in place, we can get to a place where the money is actually working for us, and the money begins to pay for our lifestyle, where we no longer have to be in a place where whether we get up and clock in and go to work or not, it doesn't matter. That we still have multiple streams of income that are coming in, that we have resources and assets that are continuing to grow over and over and over again, that we have dividends and we have all sorts of capital gains and other things that are continually adding to our asset base. That's how we want to live life. So let me just tell you guys, my goal is to try to help as many people as possible get to the next level. And I am actually, as you can see, you see me typing right now. So I'm doing this live as we speak, okay? And here's what I want to do. If you're not sure how to go from financial struggle to financial security, if you know in your heart of hearts that you don't have a written plan, you don't know how you're going to retire, guys, let me tell you, it's okay. It's okay. All right? Because again, no one ever taught us these things. It's not our fault. Now, if you choose not to take action, now it becomes your decision. If you decide to stay exactly where you are, if you continue to stay in the lifestyle that you currently have, and it is your choice, it's your decision. But if you choose not to take action, then you're choosing to stay in the same lifestyle that you currently have. But for those who want to go to the next level, for those of you who want to get to a place of being able to live better, leave a better legacy for your family, if you want to have more financial options in life, if you want to be able to sleep better at night and not be worried about your money or finances, if you want to be able to enjoy life a little bit better without having to check your bank account before you make a purchase, I have something for you. I have a free financial assessment that you can take for yourself. Okay, this is very easy. It takes 3 to 5 minutes. But if you go to alexbjones.com/fitness, I want you to take this 3 to 5 minute financial assessment, and it will show you and give you incredible insight as to where you are with your finances. Okay? And you can do this in the privacy of your home, your own home. You don't have to share any results with anybody. But I encourage you, and share it with someone else. Share it with your husband or your spouse, or even if you have older kids who are starting their financial journey, right? Share this information. Go to alexbjones.com/fitness. Take the financial self-assessment, right? Score yourself so you will have an idea of where you are currently and where you need to strengthen your finances so you can live a better life. And then, hey, there you guys have it. So I hope this sincerely, I sincerely hope this helps you go from financial struggle to financial security. First of all, number one, you must decide to live different. Okay? You must make a decision. Number two, you must increase what you know. And then finally, number three, you must have a well-defined, proven, written financial plan for yourself and for your life, and how you plan to get to the financial freedom and security and independence you truly want to have in your life. You need to have a plan. And the first step to making all of these things happen for yourself and for your family is to go to alexbjones.com/fitness, and that will help you get started on your way. All right. So hope you guys having a fantastic evening. Go click alexbjones.com/fitness. And hey, I look forward to seeing you next time. All right. Take care. God bless.